I was sitting in a desk in a class of a school in the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico. I went to La Washa, formerly known as the infamous Ghetto Public School Washington Junior High, located between downtown and the heart of the Paredes community. It was Spanish class. The teacher took roll. Jose Martinez, here. Maria Chavez, here. Pedro Gonzalez, here, and then Mercedez Holtry? Her accent changed quicker than my face turned red. Señorita, are you sure you're supposed to be in here? It hit me. I was considered a gringa. Even though my blood was just as Latino as theirs, my skin wasn't exactly brown and my Spanish needed fluency. Damn. If only they knew who raised me. My grandparents raised me. I grew up speaking Spanglish in the only house painted flamingo pink on the block. I grew up eating leftover beans and burnt tortillas. I'd watch my grandmother make a work of art out of masa and pork dripped in red, making dozens in a pot bigger than the country she came from. I grew up with taste buds for picoso engraved in my tongue because nothing tastes as good without chili. I grew up listening to the sounds of guitar strumming, yelling gritos that came from the core. I listened to the mariachi while I watched my grandparents fall in love all over again. I grew up with legends of Pancho Villa and sensations like Selena, and I was taught to move my hips like a washing machine. Celebrations filled the streets of Old Town. We got ansias when her name reached the tip of someone's tongue. La Llorona made our little ones go mimis and us older ones curious enough to roam the ditch at night. I grew up sleeping on furnitures that came from flea markets and selling burritos for $1 at yard sales. My grandpa was the super duper fix-it man. Papa, my radio broke. Ay, no te preocupes, mija. I'll fix it with the duct tape. I grew up smacking the shit out of piñatas and singing las mañanitas at the top of my lungs. When we fell, they put a band-aid of words to make it better. Sana, sana, colita de rana, feel better mañana. Something like that. I grew up lighting candles by the Virgin Mary out of respect to my grandmother. We said goodbye en el nombre del Padre, el Hijo, el Espíritu Santo. Amen. So tell me why. Why is it that me and the pendejo chewing on his pencil next to me were brought up the exact same way, yet she has the nerve to ask me if I'm in the right class? Is it because mi español no es perfecto, or because my mother married a white man whose last name came from a white man's province? Either way, I am proud of the name I was given. I am not a gringa nor a wetback. I'm not a spick. I'm not a beaner. I'm not a cracker. The list goes on. Take your pick. I could care less if you classify me as a Latina, Chicana, Hispana, Americana. No me importa, because I grew up with pride in the young lady I had become, and if only she knew who raised me, she'd know the answer to her question. Señorita, are you sure you're supposed to be in this class? I looked her straight in the eyes. Sí, señora, I am exactly where I belong.